What's up, guys? Welcome to my very first YouTube video on this YouTube account. Today we will be racing on MX vs ATV All Out on the Florida National tracks. Well, we won't be racing, but we'll just be riding, testing out the 125 two-stroke, 250 two-stroke, and 450 four-stroke Yamahas, and I'll be letting you guys know which one I think is the fastest and which one I personally like the best. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, this is the YZ125 on the Florida Nationals track. So this bike, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't see it terrible. I like the tune on it. The tune feels perfect to me. So the two strokes in this game I'm not the biggest fan of them. They just feel like they like to stand up in the turns. They're kind of hard to control. The only thing that's kind of good about them is the whips. You can throw bigger whips. Some turns, like wide turns, are pretty good in, but short turns they just stand up and feel really bad. But other than that, it's a decent bike. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's not the worst bike in the game. It's not a terrible bike. But yeah, these are the fastest lines that I think are the fastest. Maybe you guys have lines that are faster. But yeah, here's actually a triple on the 125, tabletop to the triple into the whoops. I love that section right there. So yeah, just have fun watching the rest of the 125. Alright, here's the YZ250 two-stroke. So yeah, this bike is a little bit faster, but honestly, I like the 125 a little bit more. This bike, I feel like it's a little bit faster than my 450 as well. It's a little bit hard to control. The turns are a lot harder. I mean, it's not a terrible bike. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The bike I do love is the 450, but this is a 250 two-stroke right here. The whips are perfect on this bike. I love the whips on this bike. It's just, this bike is a little bit harder to gain speed, if that makes sense, like accelerate really fast. You have the power whenever you're in the power, you have the power, but it's hard accelerating on this bike. Where the 450, you can just give it gas. The 125, get gas and it accelerates really fast. But this bike is a little bit harder to accelerate. But it's not a terrible bike overall. I like the tune on it. The tune is perfect for me. So yeah, have fun watching the rest of the ride. Alright, now here's my favorite bike in the game. This is the YZ450F. This is my personal favorite bike. I think it's one of the fastest bikes. The most easiest bike to control. Turns are perfect, whips are perfect, suspension. Everything on this bike is perfect. I love it. If I could only have one bike in this game, it'd be this bike right here. So many good things I can say about this bike. It's good for any track, really. Supercross, nationals, you name it, it's good for it. So yeah, this bike, I think my fastest lap time on this track is 1:43 on this bike, but I'll know for sure. I'll try to find a picture, show you guys. These lines on this track, these are my favorite lines to take. I feel like it's really fast. Like this triple right here I'm about to come up and hit. I love this trip right here. The 450 just greased it so easy. Other bikes, it's a little bit harder on, but the 450 just greased it so easy. This bike is just smooth. It's fun. But yeah, I have fun watching the rest of the shot. Alright guys, this video is coming to an end. Comment down below what y'all want to see in the next video, and that's what I'll do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.